to Andrew Wiggins live after some two-way goodness tonight in the Dubs Game 1 win.
I'm still young. I don't really get too tired. I'm locked in. I'm motivated. And when you see it work, or I feel like it's helping us play better, it just motivates me to do it more. And I'm not tired or nothing. It's adrenaline. I just feel good.
You're not obviously trying to rip his dribble necessarily. What are your goals? Or just turn him a couple times? Or?
Just make him work. That's it. Just try not to let him get comfortable. And every shot, everything he does is make it tough.
Andrew, when you were watching Game 7 against the Suns and just kind of looking at what Luka was doing and thinking in your head, what am I going to do against this guy when I pick him up? What was going through your mind? And did you decide right then and there that you were going to do your best to stop him? Yeah.
He's a hell of a player. So, there's going to be nights like that. 'Cause he's a force. He's really, really good, really talented, can do everything. So just try to limit him and just, like I said, make it tough.
Did you see him getting frustrated at all?
Nah, I was playing defense, and if the ball went another way, I was running back. I didn't really focus too much on it.
The last few games, I feel like we've seen more joyous reactions from you, and you've been playing better each playoffs, or as the playoffs have gone. Do you feel like there's a different level that you're bringing, during the postseason?
For sure. Everything right now is very detailed. Everything matters. And I'm just doing everything I can to help win. Regardless of what the task is or the challenge is, I'm just going to try my best.
You talked about the adrenaline on the defensive end and how that doesn't tire you, so it doesn't tire you out or anything, but does that also then translate onto the offensive end where maybe you're hunting your shot a little bit more, trying to be more assertive on that end?
Oh, for sure. That's one thing about me. I feel like defense, helps, fuel my offense. And that helps me get going.
Andrew, if I said that Otto Porter Jr. was the best mid-range shooter on the team, would you take exception to that?
Yeah, he's knocked down. He don't miss that mid-range shot. That's him.
Better than you?
I'll give him that. I'm trying to get away from the mid-range right now, so I'll give him that.
Is that you've decided you want to get away from the mid-range, or is that just more?
No, I was just joking. I'm still gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary is the guy that oftentimes did pick up guys full court. Obviously, he's not around. Is that when he went down? Did you tell yourself in your mind I gotta kind of be that type of defender a little bit more?
Yeah. Gary was. Gary's a hell of a defender. He's the type of defender that changes the game. So when he went out, everyone has to step up. Everybody. And me, me and him usually guard the best teams, offensive players. So, we just got to bring it, make it tough for him, pick up where he left off.
Andrew, in guarding Luka, obviously he's a huge threat as a scorer, but also as a playmaker. Is your approach take into account both of those things? Are you trying to keep him from getting his teammates going as well? Where's the balance there in terms of his scoring versus playmaking, the way you go at him?
I'm not sure. Just trying to make it tough for him. When whatever happens after that happens. He's good. He's gonna make shots. He's gonna find his teammates. I'm just trying to make it tough.
Clay made a comment that he felt like being here has allowed you to be yourself. I wonder if do you agree with that? Being here with the Warriors, has it allowed you to be yourself in ways that you hadn't before?
It helps me see a different side of the game. Being here, the culture, the people, organization, and most importantly, just being around, winners, on the winning team, winning organization, Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers. It's been great.
You talked earlier this week about when you were coming to the Warriors, just how excited you were to be with like a winning franchise, and now that you guys are winning and this is your Western Conference Finals debut, how much are you just enjoying this ride of the postseason so far?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We got a chance here to do something special. So I'm going to enjoy every part of the way. Somewhat. Oh, did you? Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
That's Andrew Wiggins being himself, according to Klay Thompson, something he's apparently more comfortable doing now with the Golden State Warriors. He's obviously going to have, it seems, the prime assignment on Luka Doncic here moving forward. What can Doncic do differently against Wiggins and his length? Now that he's seen him, I think he played in all 4 regular season games, seen him at least 5 times this season.
Well, the Warriors are not going to do anything different as far as defensively. They're going to put Wiggins out there on him. But what Doncic has to do, and you said this earlier, you're going to have to play a little quicker. You're going to have to speed him up a little bit. And, I tell people all the time, how do you beat double teams? You go before they get there. So by playing a little bit quicker, it's going to give him more opportunity. But if his teammates can knock down shots that, that he set them up for, that's going to make his life a lot easier. Because now you got to make a decision as defenders. Okay, these guys are knocking down shots. We just can't let them sit there by themselves and take shots. Now Luka is able to operate.
In some ways, that alone feels like a victory for Golden State because Luka does not want to play fast.
No, and not that he'll play fast, but
more
he's
decisive.
got to be more decisive.
Yeah, right.
The other thing and it's a simple thing, they'll just run more pick and rolls and target different defenders. Like you saw, I thought, and to speak to him being indecisive, he did that a lot and got Looney on him, and he played with Looney.
Yeah. Right.
And Looney's a guy, like generally bigs that aren't the most mobile. Once you get them leaning, it's hard for them to change directions.
Yeah.
And he didn't really get him leaning much. So that's what I mean by playing just a little faster. It's not that you have to speed up.
Right.
You're quicker in your decision making.
Exactly.
And I think they'll make that adjustment. And then ultimately, though, they're still going to have to make shots. Like that's like they got shots, they didn't make them. And when you're missing threes, those are long rebounds and opportunities for Golden State to attack in the open floor.
When he said it best, as far as decision making, that's when you speed up the game. Quicker decisions will help you make better plays. And so if he does that early in the game, now Golden State going to have to adjust their defense because now these guys are starting to knock down shots.
I was surprised how often early in the game Looney was matched up on Doncic because of switches in space out on the perimeter and how little the Mavericks seemed to get from that.
Yeah, they just didn't, again, this is not making excuses for them. I think this was the Warriors that made them uncomfortable. They just didn't get a rhythm for how they wanted to attack.
Yeah.
They just never seemed to be in a comfort zone. And they played a lot of iso ball where 4 guys are just standing and watching. I think another adjustment you'll see, I think they'll start cutting. Not that they're going to play like the Warriors, but you don't have to. If one guy cuts, he's got to be honored. So sometimes you just want to have a little bit of misdirection, motion, to force a defense to react